I mean, there's a meme I saw where it says Ezra Miller, in the movies, and it's a picture of him as the Flash, and they're like Ezra Miller in real life, and it's a picture of him like of A-Train. It's like
Oh, I saw that one too.
That's good.
yeah. Oh, look at that! Check that out, and a perfect segue. Yes,
Let's do it.
give me that.
Let's go.
Yes, that was such a good segue because we are talking about The Boys, episode 7. Yeah, right.
Yep, episode 7.
Holy,
Yes.
oh my god, holy shit! Well,
Yeah.
A-Train, where's Derpy?
Hold on. Let me. I just want to share my little thumbnail I have for that because I think it says enough right there.
What's that? Oh, your thumbnail. Where's Derpy? I know Derpy was like, "Oh, A-Train, that's it. He's gone. He's gone."
This is the moment, guys. Right here. This is the moment.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That was
wow.
insane ending.
Yeah. Yeah. You can only say holy shit after each episode. I'm just every episode this season, I can legitimately say pretty much every episode this season, by the time it ends, I'm at a loss for words and I'm telling myself, oh, I gotta run that back and just to reprocess what I just witnessed.
Yeah.
But I mean that in the best possible way. It's so good.
I can't believe they went Star Wars on us. I can't believe they went Star Wars
I didn't
on
expect
us.
that myself.
At least for now. We'll get into some like wild speculations at the end of it all.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was oh boy.
Definitely a lot of satisfying moments. So, Starlight recording Homelander and him trying to play it off. Mother's Milk punching that Todd guy. What else was there? Yeah. And all things considered, Mother's Milk was being very, very cool up until that point. Up until when Todd, kind of questioned his parenting.
Yeah, I felt so terrible for him because now his daughter looks at him and is like, "Why are you doing these things? Why are you being this monster? You're wrong." Even though he's trying to protect her for things that he knows how bad Homelander is, and can't have her, looking up to that guy. And he's like, "You don't do that with my daughter." It's like, "Oh, you ain't a dad anyway." Honestly, you had to pull me off of him. You had to pull me off of him. He only punched him once.
He only punched him once. Yeah. Put him to sleep.
That was probably more than enough.
He should get an award. He should get like a medal.
Why?
For holding back?
Why would you mouth off to a dude that big and that imposing?
Right?
You thought you behind a little computer screen, huh? When you said that to him. That's the wrong one.
My biggest issue is why isn't the wife saying something? She knows what Mother's Milk goes through and she knows what he knows is right. So why wouldn't she like, hey dude, you need to listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. Like I get, like she's in the new relationship with Todd and all that shit, but it's also like, come on. Like you know what these soups are about, and why are you allowing this? Like, why would you even be with somebody who loves is the complete opposite of Mother's Milk?
But that's exactly why it's going to the exact opposite. But I just would think that there's not a black woman I know that wouldn't have said, "You don't take my child somewhere without letting me know where you're going. You don't do that. I don't care who you think you are. You don't do that." And that's what she should have said. What did she even
see in this guy? What did she see in Todd?
He's home probably. Mother's Milk wasn't there. He's always going off doing that. She thought all the danger and stuff, but he's home. He's not dangerous. He's, milk toast. It's not Mother's Milk. He's milk toast.
He's milk toast. Yeah. Plain toast.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. It's the opposite. But also, like you said, I was more surprised that she wouldn't like go to Todd like, "Oh, you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And then she pops him in the face too. Like, don't you ever like You know, because I'm like, because that's what made me more upset was not him being mad at Todd and Todd being a stupid, Homelander, crazy, supporter. It's it's the mom. It's it was like, come on, all the stuff Mother's Milk goes through, and what he
the
says is
trauma,
true. So I don't know. That's where I had the problem with that. Was like, come on, lady, and you don't know where your kid is, like, like, come on. So,
yeah, that's such a problem. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What you think about the whole thing with A-Train?
Yes, that's what I want to get into.
Oh man,
that was my second biggest whammy up until the end. I was like, holy shit, and then the end happened, and then you forget.
Exactly.
God, the things Ashley was saying to him when he woke up, and how she wants and her plan to turn things around in his favor, wants to make a biopic that potentially co-starring Tom Hanks.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
she was
having him have like yeah. Oh yeah, she was. Yeah.
Not enough.
Mother's Milk was more upset. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, that's it. Not enough. Yeah,
he didn't even seem to use full power in that punch too. It seemed like he kind of pulled that punch.
That was a little slap.
You still put him to sleep. Surprised a dude in a purple shirt didn't pop up on the lower half of the screen and say "Toasty."
Right.
No. Where is
that was funny.
But
yeah,
he should have hit him, and everyone go. That's what I was doing. I was like, yo.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, Todd might stayed asleep on the asphalt in the driveway.
On the asphalt, yeah. Just leave him there for a while.
Yeah, he'll learn his lesson. Yeah. But yeah, the A-Train thing.
That A-Train so he got Blue Hawk's heart.
Yeah.
But I did not expect that. Holy shit.
I did not expect that either. I was surprised there was enough of him left on that asphalt that his heart was still intact and in good condition. The way he got road hauled.
How would you feel if you're A-Train, like to have that guy, that racist guy who basically kept your brother, who's now never going to be able to walk again?
Yeah,
did all that, and his heart is in your chest.
Yeah, is literally like part of him literally lives on in you.
Yeah.
I mean, now you're already self-hating. He's kind of hating himself already. Now, how self-defecating? Do you really? How do you really feel about yourself? Like, how can you really continue to go, knowing that his compound V heart is in your chest? I don't know.
Yeah, and there you go. Andy said it. He goes, now he has to, play the game, play ball, and call the guy a hero, for giving him his heart. But also, like now, I think was it Ashley? Was it Ashley? Was like, oh, but now you have a soup's heart, so now you can do your normal thing again and not have to worry about it. So I was like, shit. So he gets his powers back. He gets to live, but all because of that. So I don't know. I mean, does A-Train finally turn the page and become somebody a little bit better,
or does A-Train decide to turn on Homelander?
Yeah,
and join Butcher. And say, F Ashley. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. I hope so, because it seemed like he was, on an upward trajectory in terms of his redemptive arc, especially in the Herogasm episode. He apologized to Hughie. He, even though he has his heart, at least he succeeded in getting killing Blue Hawk.
But then do you think that so now Starlight is possibly A-Train is looking to literally this time really join her? Will she allow that? Can she turn the other cheek again? Knowing what he did?
I don't think she will, or it'll be a very, very uneasy alliance or a necessary alliance. The guy's, even with what he did the previous episode before this one, the guy still snitched out Supersonic, ratted out Supersonic.
Yep.
Uh,
Or does he join Butcher and Hughie? Especially after he apologized to Hughie, and Hughie just all that hate for him kind of left his body, and it's like, all right, well, I hear because I've done things like this, and does that push Starlight even further away from Hughie, Starlight just walked out, just going to go. I gotta find her because it's 24 compound 24V, whatever, is going to kill him.
Yeah,
and she's like, no, I'm not gonna allow it to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, A-Train probably either if he's got to go, the only way I see him going with Starlight is Starlight's like, cool, here's my Instagram, feed, go live and denounce the boys or denounce the seven. He's not going to do that because he ain't stupid and he ain't going to want to
trying to die.
Be on Homelander. Yeah, exactly. So he's not going to do that. He's not going to prove himself the way she wants him to prove himself. I think either that or another way. So the best bet is to go with Butcher and Hughie, and
Butcher just looking for another guy now. Because now, what are you doing with the Homelander? This might be the worst team up of all time.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Soldier Boy to Homelander, father and son. We need Edgar back.
Yeah,
we need Edgar back.
He's coming back. I think he's letting it all hit the fan, and then he's gonna come in and pick up the pieces.
Yeah. This, that can't be the end of Edgar. Last time we saw him, he's gonna come back.
Yeah. Man, I'm just trying to think of like all the other shit.
Oh no!
So
we got to talk about cartoon characters.
Oh,
that's right. Holy crap!
I was like, what the F is going on here?
So out of left field. I did not see that coming. That just like what? Yeah. Well, real quick, that's what Andy said. The comics don't have any redemption on their characters. So I just finished watching like a video of all the comics. So I'm all caught up with the comics, and I mean, it doesn't have a happy ending, but it's also very different from the comics, and I know Brandon's been saying that for the past couple of weeks. It is completely different. They changed so much. They changed the Deep. I didn't know in the comic books the Deep was basically wearing a fucking scuba suit, the old school kind of big bowl on the head. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
In this one they make him more like Aquaman looking like, but so yeah.
So Black Noir is scared as crap. Black Noir is scared as crap of Soldier Boy.
Of Soldier Boy, yeah. Did not see that additional twist coming with him. Obviously as
with all the cartoon characters, like that's his best friend. That's the only friends he talks to. These cartoon characters.
That's so funny.
It kind of reminded me of Deadpool in the comics, where he's basically hearing voices in his head.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I like that.
But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I saw that. I was like, what the hell is going on? What is that?
Like, what is going on, right?
And they're talking they're the whole episode. So I'm like, all right.
Well, they give you a lot of lore, which is very important information done by cartoons, which was kind of like funny, but it's very fitting to the boys. But yeah, they kind of give you the whole story of why the Payback turned on Soldier Boy. So that was pretty good, and I think it told a good story. That was like the best way to do it, is just have a little play, and then there you go, here's all the story. No flashback, nothing. It's just something stupid and a lot of info.
That was good. So, what about Kimiko and Frenchie?
Loved it.
Loved it. I really liked it, and I had a feeling in some way, shape, or form she was going to end up regaining her powers. I, be it Soldier Boy's, uh, power draining abilities being permanent or temporary. I was kind of up in the air about that, but obviously they kind of explained that a couple episodes ago. Her taking Compound V,
because
there was no way they were. Yeah, there's no way they were going to keep her down for the count.
Yeah. Andy did call it last week.
Mm-hmm.
But
getting her powers back.
Something she said to Frenchie, she was like, "That kiss, it was weird, right? Not because it wasn't good. It was weird because we're so much more than that."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, that's really interesting."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we're family. Everyone else is like, we're doing this for for each other. So I feel like one of them has to die.
I don't.
Frenchie gotta go. Frenchie's going to go. Just wait. We only got 2 episodes. Frenchie's gone.
I think it's just this last one. I think.
Is there only one more?
Yeah, one more episode.
Season
Friday.
finale this Friday.
I thought what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My heart.
Yeah. So next week's that is double finale. That's like we're done with both Miss Marvel and the boys next Wednesday.
That was it.
Yep.
And guess what? Stranger Things.
It was Friend Zone. Yes. I finally watched the first episode, and it was awesome.
I cried. I cried the last episode. I was like, no.
I'm still mentally processing the season finale.
Let's not
I
tell
went
me.
through a wave of emotions on that.
I want Tank to enjoy watching it at his own pace. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that. Give me next week 2 weeks, and then we'll do a big Stranger Things review.
We're gonna have to because
not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after.
Everyone is already watching it. Everyone's losing their damn mind.
Yeah, I know. I know. But you're going back to the boys. He said friend zone. I don't know if it was friend zone. It was.
They're still romantically there. It's just that it's not just about kissing and hugging. It's about literally loving someone on a different level.
Yeah, it's very much an emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's been very interesting to see kind of how that relationship unfolds as the series has gone on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it. I think it's interesting between them two. But I can see Frenchie sacrificing himself. I don't think that he's going to do that this season. I think that might be a little bit farther down the line.
Only one episode left. Just saying.
I don't think
this. Does Hughie live? Someone has to die.
Oh, yeah, Supersonic wasn't enough.
It's the boys. One of them have to die. Always.
Not anytime soon. Now that I know how the comic book ends, I can see them going that route, and it's gonna piss off so many people.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna piss off so many people, but it makes sense. It makes sense for the story on how it would end. If they do it that way. But
I mean, but it's been so different from the comics, so who knows?
It has. Yeah. Frenchie is awesome. I really do like him. But they all mentioned Frenchie when they went to the Hero Castle. Yeah.
But he will live.
I mean, but it's because they're all friends, and like you said, Kamiko said it best. Is like we're more than that, and it's also not just her and Frenchie. It's also the boys in general. They're all family.
Yet Butcher continues to lie.
Oh yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he is.
Oh yeah, that was not cool. Him lying to Hughie about getting more Compound V. With obviously he's addicted to it at this point.
No, not just that, but he doesn't want to. He wants to win, and he needs Hughie to win.
Yeah. That's why I think he wants Homelander more than anything else, and he's willing to sacrifice everything and everyone, which sucks. He ties the group together, especially with Hughie's slide. Yeah. But I've been seeing a lot of people on the internet talking a lot of crap about Starlight. Is Hughie tells her like, I need this to protect you, to protect us, and she's like, no, that's bullshit. You're an asshole. And then Kamiko says the same exact thing, and she's like, oh yes, I get it, I understand. Where Kamiko's like, oh, I need to have power so I can protect the people I love. The same exact thing, and one she hates and one she's like agreeing with. So it was like,
Well, she's also not in love with Kamiko, and Kamiko also
no,
was already given it. She already had those powers. She doesn't
already
have
had the power.
24, so it's not like this is a little bit different.
Yeah, but yeah, Butcher though, after his visions, which was super cool, super fun. The vision was super cool. I thought, I'm like, oh, maybe are we gonna see a different Butcher? Is he gonna turn it? And then he does that. He goes, hey, we need to go get some more. I'm willing to kill you and me so I can win. I thought that was the holy shit. I thought that was the what the F at the end of the episode.
Like, he
and
did
then
that. You saw what happened to his brother. You understand why his dad is the way he is. He's such a dick. And that's why he's turning into his dad and willing to sacrifice Hughie of all people. Like, that's just. And I think Hughie finds out about it. Doesn't take the last one. And does he leave Butcher?
And leaves Butcher out to dry.
Yep. And Butcher and it's just Butcher, Homelander, and Soldier Boy looking at each other.
2-on-1.
I can see it.
Is it 2-on-1? Is it really?
I know. That's something we, now is he the actual father? I don't think he is. And then Soldier Boy is too egotistical to just give up his fame for something like that. I don't know.
Oh, well, okay. So I think he is so egotistical that he'll think the fruit of my loins is more important than anything. Just like Homelander was with his son. How that's more important than anything. So it's the same thing, just looking at back a generation. So I can see that, but I can see that him trying to take over Homelander and Homelander pushing away, and then now they're going to fight to the death. Because think about it, something has to happen.
I forgot about Ryan.
Yep, because Ryan's still
forgot about Ryan. Holy shit! Yeah.
What if Ryan?
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to
save. What if he saves Butcher? He's the only way that Butcher doesn't die.
I can.
Wouldn't rule it out.
Yeah.
Start learning how
he goes there to get mad. He goes there and he's mad at Butcher, and then he sees him getting his ass kicked, and then Ryan.
You see who it is? It's Homelander about to kill another parent of his.
Yeah.
And Ryan loses his shit.
Yeah. Yeah. John Noble was great as Butcher's dad. Yeah, he really was.
Really was great.
Like how you have two guys who are exactly the same character.
Yeah. Ah, man, this one from beginning to end was really, really good. Because like when it's just Hughie and Soldier Boy, I thought that was a good interaction. Like them walking and he kills the nun, the nun and the priest, and you're thinking Soldier Boy's crazy and he was right. And yeah, it was just a weird, funny like combo.
I think we have to address this whole Soldier Boy, Homelander. Where is it going to go from here? I want to hear what you guys, where you guys see this going.
I'll let Brandon go first.
Brandon, you go first.
You go.
To paraphrase something from Empire Strikes Back, I could kind of just see them ruling as father and son in their own twisted way. I think rather than another fight, like we were saying, Soldier Boy's going to convince Homelander to join his side, or vice versa, and they're just going to go around wreaking havoc. We're at the point of no return for Homelander anyway. Starlight kind of exposed him, She recorded that video of him threatening her. So he's really about to go off the deep end, I think. And Soldier Boy is probably going to either join or influence or kind of egg him on in the end, turn against Butcher and Hughie and everyone else. I don't see him just playing ball with Butcher anymore. I just don't.
Mm.
I think there's going to be another turnaround in Homelander's favor, and because that's usually the case anyway. So, the previous season ended with the boys kind of, at least in their minds, winning or triumphing. I think this is going to be vice versa this time, and the shit's really going to hit the fan in a very monumental way.
Okay, so I'll go next because I feel like Tank is gonna blow our minds. Like, whoa,
yeah. No, real quick. So Andy Bush said they did telegraph the Soldier Boy reveal a bit since the last season. The only humanizing trait for Homelander is he is being raised in the lab. I know, which is weird. Because you kind of like feel sorry for him. The only reason to like Soldier Boy is he isn't Homelander, which is true. Like,
pretty much.
Oh, you're a piece of shit, but you're not that much of a piece of shit.
Oh no, you are. At least you're not the all-powerful piece of shit. You're not trying to kill everybody.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's probably a better way to put it.
I feel like, well, first off, I read an article that said that they weren't sure they were going to go this route with Homelander and Soldier Boy, with him being his father. Mm-hmm. That they weren't sure, and very few people knew that was what the way they were going to go, which is very similar to Empire Strikes Back with the whole Luke and Vader thing, because no one knew that Vader was Luke's father. So I thought that was interesting. First thing. Second thing, I feel like I saw at the beginning of this season that Homelander was getting ready to fight Soldier Boy in the season finale. So something has to happen, because right now Homelander is Vault, right? And Homelander has told everybody that the Soldier Boy is what's going on. He's the real villain. He's going around killing Supes, and there's no need to worry about it because I got him. So I feel like to save face, especially after this whole interview with Starlight, he might have to fight him. And then how does Butcher then use that to his advantage? And then, but he might do that, get everything he wants, but loses Hughie. And instead of killing Homelander, he tries to chase Hughie because of all the bad shit he's done. So that might be interesting.
That's putting a lot of faith in Butcher doing the right thing.
If he sees Ryan,
it could be.
If he sees those two fighting and sees him and Ryan in that same instance, and remembers what happened with his brother, because now we understand Butcher a little bit more. And seeing what happened with his brother, him leaving him and all that other stuff, does that eventually win over? I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't Starlight say it was Soldier Boy? I thought Homelander denied it. I don't remember. I think that was just. I think he was trying to say, like, stay face and say, like, no, it's not Soldier Boy. It's not Soldier Boy. But I think he knew it was.
Yeah, but he knew it was, but he can't be seen with him now, especially
can't say it. Yeah.
And then he doesn't want to find out that that's his father.
Oh, now, oh my God, yeah.
So that could be a motivation in itself to kill him, or try to kill him at least. But he's radioactive. How do you kill something that's a radioactive isotope?
Radioactive, yeah.
He has his half-life of a billion years. I don't know.
Or he knew it, but Vought denied it publicly. Yeah.
And now the Vault is Homelander, since he's now running it. I feel like that is going to force his hand.
Yeah. Well, that was the first thing he thought about. He goes, how it's going to affect the numbers and sales and all that stuff. Where Starlight's like, we need to go out and protect people, and he's like, fuck that. He goes, I don't care. He goes, I want to know about money, which is so funny. But yeah. That's all
right. Let's hear what you got.
man, I really don't have anything because it's really this show. Just every time I think about something, it just blows me away, and my mind gets blown, and I have no idea what to think.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust. I don't think. I know. I forgot what one of you guys said. Where Soldier Boy, like his ego, but he's more like he goes, oh, that's what a good dad does. I don't think he's a good person. So why would he be a good dad? You know what I mean?
Well, it's not about being a good dad, but wanting to have your legacy go on. Your
Your
legacy
legacy live
being,
on.
because it's like whatever Homelander does, it also talks about him. And same thing with Homelander. What Homelander wasn't is not a good father, but he still wasn't Ryan because you want your legacy to go on. You want to have something else in your life.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's still putting a lot of faith in him not being the main star. I don't know. Even Homelander with all his daddy issues and mommy issues and stuff like that. It's just interesting because him and what's the senator chick? I can't think of her name.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Like she tried making a deal with Homelander after he was milking the cow, which was very weird. Oh man,
That was so weird, wasn't it?
It was. But it just says how like he's got mommy and daddy issues. It's not one or the other. It's both.
He was made in a lab. That just makes sense of what happens.
Yeah. And even in the comic, he's always looking for daddy's approval. In the comic of the guy in charge of law.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. And now he has an actual daddy. So is he gonna just do whatever he says?
They're going to fight. That has to be.
I mean, yeah, they have to. At some point, they're going to disagree. One of them is going to tell the other one to do something that they don't like, or they're like, "You don't tell me what to do," or that type of shit, or like, who's really in charge? Because Homelander's like, well, he grew up always the leader, and no one ever questioned him ever, and so the Soldier Boy, until his team turned on him. So you have two people who don't know how to take a back seat. So that alone, I think, might be interesting on something like that. So, my thing is, what are your odds on Jensen Ackles saying "Who's your daddy" in the next episode? that is more likely to happen than anything else.
I don't know. I think he's gonna say "son of a bitch" because he says that in every episode of Supernatural. Every single.
He sure did. He sure did.
It doesn't matter if it's funny or you're joking, but he says it in every episode.
I argue with my dad all the time. It happens. It's the life of father and son.
It is. I argue with my dad, and me and him like this, and I argue with him every day.
Yeah.
Very seldom have I really had any arguments with my dad in my entire life.
Wow,
come to think of it,
amazing.
There have been some here and there. Don't get me wrong. Just not a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm a type A personality. He is a type A personality. So guess what? We're gonna clash. That's what it is.
That happens. So that's exactly what's gonna happen here, man.
Exactly. I was like,
two alphas.
I think it's gonna be Black Noir and you're gonna have it's gonna be like a triangle. It's gonna be like a cage match, one for four-way cage match. Where you got Black Noir, you got Butcher, you got Homelander, and you got Soldier Boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be an action-packed finale.
Yeah, it's gonna be chaotic.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch it. Because I mean that comes out Friday, which I'm gonna watch it Friday. And then Saturday we're going to see Love and Thunder.
Yep.
So, it's going to be a very fun, comic book weekend.
And I watch Westworld on Sunday, which I've been watching. And then we got the Orville. Oh my God, this is going to be. I need to take this whole weekend off.
We're eating good.
Vacation.
We're eating good.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know anything else before we move on.
Just can't wait.
It's just Yeah, I'm pumped, man.
Yeah, big time. But cool. Yeah, thanks for everyone in chat. If you're watching live, we appreciate it. Andy, Derpy, all you guys appreciate it. If you're watching on replay, thank you. So make sure if you're watching a replay, make sure you hit that like button, to subscribe. We're on our road to 300. So, let us know what you thought about this episode, about who Homelander's daddy is, what's gonna happen in the finale.